And welcome to the second session for this March 22nd, 2026. We are all in fine standing and waiting for the future Pleiadians to come in and lead us all on another journey. A journey to explore more of a counterparts, a portion of our grander self. And that was something which just came about. And we are all in the right frame of mind. So I'm going to go ahead and bring them in and we'll see how they wish to accomplish this. It's exciting for me. And thank you all for being here and for those who are watching. And you have all come to us, dear humans, with not only your open minds and wonderment, but with your energies and which a part which pleases us, with your joyful expectations of having been so pleased before with our efforts as we have come in to not only fill in the gaps, but create and widen them and create special niches with them that we can fulfill with our own personal embellishments, we will say. And this idea has been stewing, but it found its voice, and it will come through this particular being, and may you all resonate with it. For there are indeed many aspects of yourself, counterparts known and unknown, which wish to explore more of you or make themselves known, to create an awareness, a shared symbiotic relationship across dimensions, a way to bring more realization to you exactly, or as exact as you can imagine, for it will always be greater, how diverse and how grand you are once you leave your identity of your physical being and all of the physical beings which you are. And each of those beings is many beings in and of itself. For you exist in many more ways than you can imagine, even though it can be broken down into your label sensitive ways of different time frames or dimensions or other particular ways of expression to delineate differences, when in fact it is all just one energetic ball having different thoughts which are expressed in different ways. As you are a thought of your higher self, as we are a thought of another grander source, and so on, unending, if time actually existed anyway. So, to use the grand Chris's analogy and terminology, we trust you are all comfortable and ready for an exploration, not external, but very internal. For this will indeed touch you in real ways with portions of yourself which you may or may not be aware of. And we dare say that this will be a new experience for each of you. And as such, and since you are optic centered, we ask each of you to close your eyes and get comfortable. Not that you were not already. And you can do the deep breathing or whatever you feel you need to do. Thank you. And now each of you knows that you are more. You all understand that you are not even you, but an expression in the flesh. So we are going to dissolve that identity of the flesh so that you may be more fluid and you may travel in a way which is more conducive to the explorations which we have outlined, which you have asked for, which your higher self has orchestrated for you to be here during this time of your unfoldment as you create it. And now, since you are without form, you have no body, you are merely an energy which is experiencing many different realities. And we ask you to suspend even that thought, that imagery, for a split second, and to mentally tell yourself that you are open for a visit. And there are many parts of you who wish to come through, but the parts which are coming to you are specifically designed to interact with you in ways which will be beneficial for you both. And there may be more than one. It depends on what you are willing to accept, what you are willing to explore. For they may be outlandish. They will most certainly be different from you. And at first, we ask you not to form any questions about them, but to let them come to you and you just to be relaxed, to see what they have to offer, to see what energetic gifts they may impart to you. And then you will find, if you are willing and they are able, to have a conversation of sorts. Now, words will not be necessary, for you are not doing this in human form. You are doing this in a an energetic realm in which you exist in a more fluid form, we have said, although that does have physical connotations. You are just an energy being waiting to be connected with the next stop on your thought train. And now for this, we are going to ask you to do a simple count of 1, 2, 3 in your mind. And know at the end of that, that doorway will open. That conduit will become active. And you will have other portions of you, your loved counterparts. Other portions shall seep into your mind to become engaged with you. And they may just show up. They may take slow form. They may have no form at all. But the important thing is you joyfully receive them in your heart of hearts and welcome them. You have been expecting them. And they have been awaiting this opportunity. They have been sitting outside of time, for they have indeed been aware of you and this particular exploration. And they are looking forward to sampling part of your reality through your awareness of the form that you do not identify with in this moment, and which you shall return to in a little while. But for now, it is time to visit. It is time to bring the focus into accepting what they have to offer. Any visions that they might bring to you. And we ask you to be joyous when you receive them. That is a calling card for these beings who are indeed already part of you. You are merely two fingers on the same hand getting to know each other, for you have been separated only by a thought, not in reality. And those beings love you. They come to you with love. They come to you with joyful expectations, for this is indeed a great joy for them to have this access, to have this exploration, to join, to find out that they have another family member who they can connect to. That's it. That's it. You are all doing very well. And it is not our voice which is important at this time. It is the knowing and the feeling for those beings you are connecting with. We'll try to explain to you based on your physical representation, your senses, more about them. And there will most likely be surprises. For there are parts of you which you cannot imagine until tomorrow, when you know that you are those and can explore them at your leisure. And all of those beings are exhibiting a greater love than you can handle in your physical form. That is why it helps to shed that identity and assume your energetic body, free of physicality, so that you are free to receive that energy, that resonance, those vibrations. Let them stir the feelings within you. Let that come to you. Bask in their glory. And if you have questions, they will answer them to the best of their understanding. And we urge you not necessarily to think like a human, but to go for acceptance, to let that information, that loving intent, flow to you. And more of this will unfold in your dream states this evening. For now that this connection has happened, it will become part of your exploration and remembrance of who you are. And you know it's just a step, for you are a limitless number of conscious expressions. And this will help open the door. And it's possible you may have connected with a host who will let you in, and you can explore the party, which is all you, and get to know yourself in a very energetic fashion, a very joyful connection of love, of I remember you, you are me. And every face you see in the mirror is different and still makes you think of home. where you all come from, where you were all breathed into being, where you all came to exist because that breath exists, and each is different, as each of your forms are different, but they are all connected with a divine thread which runs through you and to you. And that thread connects with all. It is just that you can only see a limited or experience a limited portion of it. For those are constraints, guardrails, which you have agreed to abide by. But in the form which you exist now, those too have been relaxed, and you are free, free to accept, free to know, free to connect, and more alive than you are in any lifetime. For you are magic, the magic of creation, expressed and touching base with more of itself, turning inward to join as a greater family, a family of consciousness. It is all you. And you can show those beings, your counterparts, what it is like, what it feels like to take a deep breath. See how they react, see their wonder. And they may wish to show you more about them. You are happy to do so, and eager to see what gifts they have to share. It is such a happy place. You are dancing in the hearts of loving beings, and many more beings are looking upon you in these interactions with loving expressions. You are indeed precious in having a precious moment of connection. You are growing before their multitude of senses, and you sense that as well. The edges of more, and that consciousness which never ceases to observe, to love, to embody within itself all you experience. And that too is a grander portion of you. And when you are joined with that new self which has come to visit, we ask you to look beyond that into those beings which are observing, that consciousness which is reveling in the joy which you have provided them by taking in more of yourself and accepting it as you. And you can feel that greater joy. It settles upon you as their awareness does. A golden energy of love, of knowing that you have taken closer, are steps to move closer to your true home, where you never leave. You merely explore, but it is a homecoming unlike any other. For there are great joys there, beyond what your physical forms can handle. And they are so happy that you have made that trip, that you have thought of them. You have brought them into your heart. You have shared more of that love. And you have come to know more of yourself and let them know more of themselves. It is the miracle of being and not necessarily being alive, but merely being. And that warmth flows through you, and their good wishes and their loving expressions pour into your form. And you and your new friends, your family, are both exalted at having this additional attention, this love field gifted to you. And you feel free to express your human emotions, for that is your basis of understanding. That is where your takeoff point, your origination for this exploration happened. And all of them are wondering and loving you having achieved this level of exploration and mastery, and yet still have the adorable adoration of being true to yourself in your focused form in this realm. And it is an illusion. You have planned it carefully. You have played within it faithfully. And now you know. You can ask for greater portions of yourself to introduce themselves. And you can ask to have other forms, other counterparts, other associates to become aware of you. For you can now seek them out and enrich many lives with the knowledge and strengths and love and perspectives which you carry within you, which are indeed greater than you could ever know. And we shall give you some moments to bask in that newfound glory and loveness, which is you. And welcome home. You are loved. You are love because you are. And now tell yourself you will remember these details. They will help you. And although all of this love will not fit in your physical form, you are not physical. You will bring with you what you can and know that the rest is waiting for you forever. And it shall grow as you shall grow. And although those other beings may not understand the time constraints or construct of your reality, they are so pleased. You have thought of them, you have accepted them. They are overjoyed. And let their joy be your joy, and their love be your love. For in truth, you all share the same love. You merely color it differently based on where you look from. It is only the perspectives which change. The love flows constant. It can only enlarge the greater understanding of the heart of Source, which is where you reside. And although it may be a parting which may not be timely, for you may not wish for it to end, you have many such explorations ahead of you. This is merely one taste of the buffet of consciousness of which you are. You are a tasty exploration. You are always more. You are always love. And you nourish your soul and your higher realms with each thought of your being. And only when you are ready, bid them goodbye and return to your body. But you never have to leave. Your higher self will accommodate you, and you will continue in your dream states this evening, this wonderful new joining which you have experienced. And we are proud of you. We are overjoyed you let us be part of this magnificent event, to have this perspective of your growth, to see your hearts expanding as your understanding grows, as your emotions tap into greater love. And you know, because you feel it, it is you. It is you. love, and connection are you. And we will let you be in peace, and we will make our way out of your time and into our greater reality, which we never leave. And we will come to you merely by calling upon us as well. We are with you, and you are with us. And we love you. We share a field of love, of connection. Thank you for feeling it with us. And we recede.
Have you been waiting a long time, Ray?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh, I know. I just, wow. I was in a totally different place. Very cool.
I think
Very, very
that's the
cool.
nature of things. Yeah, and they actually hung around because they were tapping into everybody's realities and they were
Oh,
feeding on that love connection that was flowing through all
yes.
of you. It was
Yes.
like a
Yes. I felt
spider web that was just weaving and coming through the conduit that they connect with. And they were overjoyed. I mean, had they been
it.
physical, they would have had tears
Yeah.
of joy flowing.
It was very, very wonderful. That was really cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ray.
And thank you. Anyone else care to share?
Um, uh, you had, I don't remember a lot of it. I was so deep into, I guess, a trance or something, but um, I do remember a few words that you were saying um, that they will they stay with us or did they depart? Did they leave? Because I still feel them with me.
Mhm. Well, as in my understanding, that connection will never be severed because it is
Okay,
you.
good.
It is like
Hmm.
finding out, oh, well, you're my cousin that I've never met before. And you
Right,
just
right,
instantly drawn to them and bring them in and accept
right,
them.
right, right, right. Yeah, it was really profound. Thank you.
And thank you. And thank them.
Yes, yes.
And they were under the impression, I mean, and I don't know, this is my impression, but one of you or more of you may have had more than one connection which came in.
Yeah, I felt that. I felt that.
And it was really weird when they were like, okay, and now you're moving into connecting with those who are observing you. And I was like, oh, I got so many energies going through me right now. It's amazing. I was like,
I was deep. I didn't even hear that, Ray, when you said that. I wow. I'll have to watch this replay and
me
see
too.
exactly what words were said. I only remember bits and pieces here and there, but the feeling I do remember.
Anyone else
At
care to share?
some, yeah, at some point I did feel this shift of awareness to something like encompassing a lot more presence of beings.
Mhm.
And I thought, whoa.
And I felt like little children around me too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Me.
So that was, in fact, that's the first thing I felt. So I
Wow.
don't know if it was the hybrid children or what, but I felt that energy, and not just one, but several, like a little crowd.
Wonderful. Ina, would you like to share? Not that you have to.
I'm not sure what to say. It was the this more like a sense and feeling, and not a lot of it was some imagery of some being, but it was very pleasant connection. Yes, yes, I enjoyed very much.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
And
I'm a little spacey now.
well,
Yeah.
all of the beings, because some of the beings may never have been physical ever.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So, you're not going to get a vision of them, but if you can feel that, and they're still with me, and I have resonances of, and not just the future Pleiadians, but of other beings as well, because it was an experience for me in the background. And it was like, wow. And they're like, well, you can do this anytime. And I'm like, holy shit. And the future Pleiadians have done this for me before, and I need to take more advantage of that perhaps.
Yeah.
Because I've
Yeah.
just asked, I'm like, okay, well, take me to a counterpart. And I was in a
Yeah.
meditation before, and there was a group meditation, and they said, you don't have to wait for everybody else. Give me your hand. And I put my hand out, and boom, I was there with my counterpart in
Wow.
a water world.
Wow. How cool.
Yeah, except that we weren't expected, and it was an underdeveloped female. And as she freaked out when I kind of popped into their water world. And then, yeah, and the Future Pleiadians, they said, yeah, we had to take you out. We're not sure how we were accepted because we were not expected at all. And then when I went back to that world with the group, with the rest of the meditation, as soon as we connected, the one who was in charge of the whole world had a security team there and said, interloper. And they all came
Yeah.
rushing up to my consciousness, and he says, "It's okay. I've sensed him. It's okay." And then all the security people just departed, and I was
Wow.
like, "Wow."
I still feel something. I still feel
Right.
something around me, like it's
I do
here.
too. I feel it
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I
Maybe,
do too.
maybe that's something
I
that you
do
guys
too.
might want to write about, while you're
Hmm.
having that connection.
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
and they thought that that the beings you were connected with would really freak out on you taking a deep breath.
What do you mean?
Well, at one point they said, take a deep breath,
Yeah.
and that the beings that you are with will experience that with you, what it's like to take that breath as a
Whoa.
human.
Mm.
And you were showing them part of your world.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I'm sorry, Christine, did I cut you off?
No, not at all. I'm just totally enjoying this feeling. I feel like I fell
You
asleep
got to do
because
this.
I could hear you. It's like your your voice was just so calming and trance.
Hmm.
It was amazing.
Hmm.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
It freaks me out because I have never done a meditation at all for anybody.
Hmm. Hmm.
Only through the Galactic Healer, which came through, which was magnificent, and then the Future Pleiadians. And there might have been another one, but
There was one about a spaceship, wasn't there?
yeah,
Right?
yeah,
You
we
took us
went to,
on a spaceship.
well,
That was
yeah,
nice.
and yep, the installation on the moon,
Hmm.
and
Oh,
then when you had your personal open contact at that
Hmm.
event, you won a lottery for the ticket to you could go and meet extraterrestrials. That was cool too. And
A good foreshadowing.
yeah, and and to me it just freaks me out to have all of this stuff just flow through me
You
because
got to listen to yourself in the replay. It was very trance-inducing.
yeah, and thank you. Yeah, because I actually have to listen twice because I go through and I pull enough information so I can post a description on on YouTube, and then I verify the information that comes through. I listen to it so I can get the transcript right, and then I have to go back
Mhm.
through and I listen as an observer.
Mhm.
And that's when everything just kind of folds together. It's like, oh, all of a sudden, oh, now you're putting the 3D glasses on me. And I'm like, holy shit. Now I'm getting it on so many levels.
Right.
So yeah, it
Right.
takes some time linearly. But yeah, but thank you all for, for
Thank
co-creating
you.
this.
Thank you. It was good. It was
Yes.
good. I
Thank
was
you.
like sleep. I'm sleepy now.
Right. Right.
Well, you got
I
that
think I
dream
could just
state.
go right to bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and set,
And you did say that it will continue on in our dream time.
yep, and set that suggestion so you can remember.
Mhm.
I always do and I still don't remember.
Well, maybe you should quit saying you always do and you still don't remember. This could be the
I
time,
will remember. I
Christina.
will remember.
We have faith that you will remember.
Yes.
You are always more.
Mhm.
I don't even know how long that lasted. Because they could have
I
just sat
I
there.
have
And I
no
was in bliss.
concept.
Yeah, I was in bliss myself. And they were like, okay, we're going to return. And I'm like, whatever you say,
What?
but you don't have to. You can stick around.
Yes. Yes. Very cool. How you doing, Christine? I haven't talked to you in a while.
I'm doing good. I'm dog sitting another dog right now for the weekend, so
Oh,
been really tired
nice.
the past few days. I don't know what's going on. So I'm
Yeah.
just letting it,
Ah, the energies.
yeah,
Uh-huh. You
really,
and the rest of the world.
yeah. I'm just letting it go
Mhm.
through me.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thanks for asking.
Ah, very cool.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at all the stuff that I have to do and I said, no. I've been reading a lot, but yeah, stuff hasn't gotten done. I'll have spurts here and there. It's like, wow. I'm sure Christine and you guys can relate too. We're just absorbing so many energies from so many different beings and inside the earth and the planets and the stars. And I mean, the elementals are pitching in and doing their part. And
Um, I don't know if this is true for everyone else in the group, but um, I feel strangely peaceful and calm, and nothing really bothers me much anymore. Um, I turn on the news and it's almost like I can't even relate. And normally, like a year ago, I would be just like, freaking out and going, "Wah!" And now I'm like, meh, next.
Because it's like a
And
different world. It's like a
it
parallel,
is. It's like it's happening somewhere else. And I'm just watching it and it's like, well, it
It
doesn't really
is.
apply to me.
It's like we see it, like somebody said, like we see it through the glass window. You see it,
Hmm.
but you're not part of that, right?
You're not part of it. And it doesn't
That's how I
affect
feel.
your
Like I feel compassionate for what but
right.
it's kind of almost, yeah, like it's somewhere,
Like somewhere else and
yeah,
that it doesn't affect your energy. It doesn't affect you. You just feel very compassionate and when I feel that way, I just send love to the situation and I just have a deep knowing it's all going to be okay.
it is okay. I mean, I
yep,
feel sorry for people, but
yep, well done.
huh?
I mean, well done. I mean, that's growth, right? When we can maintain our vibration amidst all of the chaos and turmoil that's going around us. Because we know now we have a greater sense that they're just playing roles for everybody else. We're secure in what we are and what we're doing. So it doesn't matter what anybody else does.
Yeah,
And, it's hard to determine what's actually true because, like Chuck was saying when he lived
exactly.
in South Korea, that no, none of that he was 20 miles from the border and didn't see any of the chaos that they were reporting.
Yeah, a lot of
And
times it's yeah.
the same thing in Mexico, how they were reporting all kinds of, riots in the street and everything over the assassination of a drug lord. And my husband's brother lives right there in Guadalajara where it was happening. And he said, no, we stayed home for one day and, calmed down. It was just, some stuff happening for one day and then everyone went back to work and not a big deal. And yet they made it seem like, the whole world was falling apart there.
Oh, because when one invoke fear, and that's the biggest intention. Um, but I know some people. I don't follow. I don't watch TV at all, except YouTube's I choose. But sometimes, like I have a friend, and she has relatives in Israel, and they just came, and she said like we're supposed to come, and we actually got a plane, and as soon they got a plane, it was a bomb in the airport. So it's actually it's because she told me, otherwise I wouldn't even. Sometimes people
Right,
talk about and I'm like, I don't know what we're talking about. I need to go look. I don't know.
right,
But
right.
I was very happy people made it, because it's somebody
Yes,
talks. So I'm very happy we're alive, right? But
yes.
I understand we have to go for that because we need to clear the energy.
Exactly, yes.
Yes, yes.
I
Well,
mean,
You
I
said
know,
something.
I always tell people, even their personal life, I had conversation with another friend and I told her we don't have to suffer. That's what sometimes aches in me, because when I see people suffer, but I know we don't have to do it that way. We can do it more flowing. But unfortunately, when I say it, people look at me like, oh, what are you talking about? Like they think it's normal. But I know it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to. That's what makes me a little, like, I know it could be different. But it is what it is. We have to go through it, like we used to have in our lives, right? We all had situations, right? And challenges and suffering, and until you understand, I don't have to live like that anymore, right? You get, so in the collective it's the same thing. We need to understand it doesn't have to be that way, because people think the suffering and it's equal to expanding, but we don't have to. That's how we were always told. You have to struggle and fight, and all of that. That's what I was always told. You have to until I understood. No, that's not. We don't have to.
No.
You
just let it go.
I mean, you're always gonna have challenges, of course. But the challenges could be fun too. It could be exciting challenge. You can be excited when you have challenges. It doesn't have to be like end of the world and sick, diseases and all that stuff. I always say that's humans. that's a human stuff. When we were told that's how it is, and that's how it is. Unfortunately,
that's something very important, Dinah, in that when you see people suffering and you feel compassion towards them, you recognize that we're doing the best for the collective by keeping our vibration high, by picturing better circumstances, by believing that the world is getting better and better and better. And it is. And that's the best thing that we can do to help other people is, have that calmness in ourselves.
I'm 100% believe in all of that. I believe we're shifting. I see a lot of new stuff, even technology and new companies, and people become more conscious and all that stuff. But sometimes I have friends and I would say, oh, we're not going to have jobs. We're going to have no money. It's going to be future, no government, blah, 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 stuff like that, And she looks at me like, she said, maybe in 1,000 years. I said, no.
No. Faster than you think.
I said, it's going to be much faster. She said, it's impossible.
Yes.
But I do believe maybe we're going to be in a different timelines. That's possible too. Maybe different timelines. But the interesting, I was curious. I don't do much AI and because the different opinions about AI. But it was some conference online. It is a company called Mind Valley. You know what company? It's a big company.
Yeah, and it is.
Mind
I'm
Valley.
a member.
You know who were. So he did, just now he did conference about AI, how AI gonna be. And I listened a little bit, and then it was too much for me, because the way they talk, their energy is like, bah, 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 bah. Like, I can't do that.
It's deep. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just like the reason I listen, because I do care about humanity a lot. And I do care about the future. I need to see kind of picture where we're going. And to me, I came to conclusions. So we are coming, like people gonna work actually less and less. Because the way he introduced that topic, he said, I'm gonna teach you how instead of 5 days, you can work 4 days, and eventually you're gonna 3 days or 2 days. You're gonna, So I was thinking that's the future. People not gonna work the way it is now, like 5 days.
Right.
And he
they're
said
going to have freedom from that.
Yeah. So
it's
because
wonderful.
I guess AI is gonna be doing some jobs which people don't want to do, right? Like
Mm-hmm. And
something
it'll be a collaboration,
yeah,
like
yeah,
AI is your assistant,
yeah, like a
helping
tool.
you.
Yeah,
It's a tool, just like computers made
yeah.
people's more efficient and everything. Got to plug in my computer.
But then it makes sense to me
Almost out
because
of battery.
I know I was told it's gonna be no money eventually, and every time I tell to somebody it's gonna be no money, nobody people think it's insane, right? But I honestly believe, but I need my logical mind needs to understand how it's actually gonna happen, right? So now I see because if it's all gonna be automated, right? And even couple days people gonna work, but we're gonna do what we like to do. It's not gonna be a job. It's gonna be something you love to do, right? Like you gonna channel or I gonna dance
Or
in the
right.
future or whatever,
Or
right?
both.
Or both,
Yeah.
right? I channel and I dance, yes. So it's gonna be just our passion and whatever is not.
Hmm.
But people always ask me, okay, but if you do what you're passionate about, who gonna clean the garbage? Who gonna do that type of jobs? And now I understand
Robots.
it's gonna be all technologies, different
Right.
technologies, right? Who gonna do whatever needs to be done and so now it makes perfect sense to me. So eventually, money is not needed. If you do what you
Right.
like to do, like, why need money? You don't
Well,
need to,
Right.
right?
I have heard many other speakers talking about just what you were talking about with not needing money. You know
Needed.
that there is free energy devices, technology that's, just starting to be known in the mainstream a little more. Well, they were saying that once it becomes fully online, fully utilized, 95% of the cost of an item is the energy put into producing it, whether it's the machinery to get the natural resources or whatever. When it's free energy, they're saying that
Right. It's gonna be.
products, that items will be only pennies. It would the cost would go down so dramatically. And
And
I believe that it
yeah,
will bring about heaven on earth.
and we won't be generating all of the garbage, literally, and
Right,
other
yeah,
stuff as
right.
well. And,
yeah,
with all of that energy. And AI will also do stuff that we cannot do. You could walk through a doorway and it can do an automatic biological assessment of you and say, well, no, you need to have this mineral added to your water for the next four
yeah,
days, and
yeah,
that kind of stuff. And you'll be like, oh, okay, thanks. And it'll be just be matter of fact,
yeah, yeah.
but all of those things
And
are available.
um, the other thing I heard, Ray, is that uh, the earth will go back to nature because all of our buildings, all of our things, it'll be kind of like the Jetsons. We will have homes and buildings in the air because we will know how to utilize gravity, how to um, um, I don't know the correct terminology, but not counteract gravity, but utilize it in a way that everything could be floating,
Yeah.
and the Earth will go back to a natural place. We won't need to inhabit the actual Earth.
Well, part
To
of that
survive.
is our identity will be the earth. We will be consciously connected with every consciousness on the planet. So when a flower says, "Hey, we need a little water over here," then someone will naturally flow with that water to take care of that need because we know that taking care of the least of us takes care of all of us. And it won't be what's good for me. It'll be like, hey, how
Right.
does this affect the community? How does this affect the ecosystems? and we will automatically get that information will be attached to those fields of information so we know how to respond. And
Right.
it's not that we're not thinking of ourselves, but we're thinking of ourselves as a planet.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Very cool.
But what you say, Anita, I don't know if you read book Oversoul 7. Did you read Oversoul 7?
yes, I
But
have.
No,
it's
does it
exactly,
say something?
oh, I
I'll
love
look
this
it up.
book.
Yeah, it's a
Oversoul
trilogy.
7.
Yeah, by Jane Roberts, who wrote the Seth books.
Yeah.
Really?
And it's actually
Oversoul.
about the what you just said, because we have existence above, and when he goes down, it's amazing book. I very much recommend it.
Okay.
Yeah, all
I've
three
got
of them.
another book to read.
Yeah,
The reason it came to me because what you talk about, that's what is in the book.
Oh, that's very interesting. I had heard it from a physicist, actually. And if I can only think of his name, Vishen Lakhiani actually has a good interview with him. Um, uh, and I believe the interview, you can look it up on YouTube. It's called The Physics of Consciousness, I believe. And he's a world-renowned physicist. And his name escapes me. Uh, let me
It's
look
okay.
it up on my phone. Uh, but it is such an interesting interview, and he brings a lot of this about. So it's interesting that Jane Roberts wrote about that years ago.
Yeah, long time ago, but it's such an
Yeah.
amazing book. I love it. Yeah, I have it on my shelf too.
yeah,
Over
me
Soul
too.
Oh, that's
7. I
great.
love
I'm
that
gonna
book.
look it
It's
up.
yeah, because it takes you for different time frames. It shows you like your over soul has different lives, right? So it's kind of representation because it has different times. Um, amazing.
Hey, and Anita, since you're not on any social media,
Right?
I'll put some pictures of my recent flowers in the chat.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you.
Speaking of time, I will leave you. I wish you a lovely
Oh,
night.
And we
thank
wish you a
you.
lovely
It was so
tomorrow,
nice
which
seeing you,
you are
Christiana.
already in.
Night.
Good night.
Have
Yeah.
Thank
a
you,
good night
Christina.
too.
Bye.
Thank you for a lovely, lovely
Bye.
evening.
And thank you, Christine. And good luck with
Bye,
the dog sitting.
Christine.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go too. I'm getting sleepy.
Okay.
Thank you, Ina.
So good
Oh,
night. Thank you so
Good
much. It
night.
was
good night.
wonderful.
Sweet dreams. It's wonderful to have your wisdom and your
Yes.
perspectives back with us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye.
And I guess it's time for you to get
Ah,
that pen and paper out, huh? Get that mind brain physical connection. Yeah, there you go.
I already have it. I already have it. I take notes
Yeah.
with every channeling and everything. I have notebooks upon notebooks. So it's interesting that he talked about writing, and interesting that I got the sense that he gently touched on the subject of, well, gee, you can make your mind a little younger. Because sometimes I feel like, oh, I got such cobwebs. I'm getting so old. So I'm glad that he gave me the image of picture yourself, age 30 to 35, which is, my prime, and you'll start to feel that way.
Yes, you
So
will.
that was really
He's
good. But he said it very gently.
he's a sly one, that Chris.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, but I
Uh,
mean, and just the energy and love and the humor that flow through. I'm like, oh my
yes.
gosh, how lucky are we? We get to experience all of this stuff on a regular basis.